And welcome to Crochet Hooks. Please enjoy our free tutorials with just one of a 24-part series on teaching you how to crochet. Subscribe to start receiving our 24 courses that are delivered to your email inbox every few days. By the time you're done, you'll know the ins and outs of crochet. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. So now let's get crocheting with Curtsy.
Welcome to the Curtsy Crochet Hook program. This is lesson number 5. In today's lesson we got a little bit of a side lesson in the lesson, and today we're going to be doing double crochet, but in actual fact it's called double crochet here in North America, but it's actually called trebles over in the European market. A lot of people get this stuff confused because they see DC for double crochet when it comes to reading patterns, but if they have a European pattern it could actually be TR, and that's short for trebles. Either way, it's still identically the same. When I started teaching here on YouTube, because the book that I was originally told you about when I was a kid at 14, I didn't realize that it was a European-based book, so when I was calling it Trebles, I had all of these women from North America emailing me saying, I have no idea what I'm talking about, don't quit your day job. But in actual fact, I was referring to double crochet, but referring it to a language that we're not accustomed to. So with creativity and the globe, you'll find that things may be called something completely different, but in actual fact, it can be completely the same. So that's your side lesson. Let's get on to teaching you double crochet, which is the most common stitch within crochet. And welcome back, and we're going to do double crochet here, and we're still using our Lily Sugar and Cream line. We're still using our Curtsy crochet hook. This is a 5mm. You can use other different sizes if you feel more comfortable as well. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to do double crochet. So we're going to just pick up on the sample that we just left off for the half double crochet, and we're going to work our way up. Always, 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 when you're moving from one row to the next, you will always chain 3. So when we review, when we single crocheted we chained 1, half double crochet we chained 2, and double crochet we've actually going to chain 3. So let's do that. So 1, 2, and 3. And what I want to show you here as well is that, remember what I said in the half double crochet, normally we would jump over to the next one. We're actually going to do that. So this here is part of that. Okay, half double crochet is also referred to as a treble. So this chain is part of this, so the very next one is the one right next to it. Okay, oh sorry, and I didn't even show you how to do that, so let me do that again. So you're going to rowboat back, you're going to go into the next stitch, you're going to have 3 on your crochet hook. Grab the material, pulling it through, you will see now 3 on your crochet hook. So pull through 2 and 2. Okay, so I have a saying, so wrap and through, which is the next stitch, pull through, then 2 and 2. Wrap and through, pull through, 2 and 2. Wrap and through, pull through, 2 and 2. Wrap through, pull through, and 2 and 2. So let's begin again, going all the way to the end. Okay, so wrap and through, pull through, 2 and 2, wrap. So we're going to keep on going right to the edge, and I want to show you where the edge is then on this particular project, and we want to show you exactly what you need to do to move up one more line, even though I kind of already told you before. Look at the stuff that is on this yarn. This is my fault. This yarn has actually just hit the floor minutes before this went live, so it's kind of picked up some of my stuff. I do a broadcast from my basement, and sometimes the floor is not as clean as it could be. Okay, so railways again. Okay, so what we have here, this is half double crochet, so we have to keep that in mind. Remember that we put 1 extra in the end, but we just have to look for the railways. Okay, so then there's 1 there that has to be there, and 1 there. In half double crochet we always had an extra on the end. That is normally not like that. Okay, so going right into the end, making sure when you go in the end you do never go into the full gap. If you go into a full gap, you'll end up with a really ugly gap on your seam lines, and it's really quite something else. So you can see that's a really beautiful edge finish. So let's now rotate this in our hands and move up 1 level.
remember what we've already said. To move up one level, you chain 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Jumping over to the very next stitch, this is part of that. See how the rails are matching? So this rail matches that. We're just going to add another one. So it's it's a double crochet in. So wrapping through 2 and 2. Just remember that. Wrapping through 2 and 2. So I want to kind of show you the railway here. So this rail here underneath matches this one. This one matches that. That matches that. That matches that. And when you think about it that way, you will never not understand where your edging is when it comes to your projects and moving up. And when you can visualize it that way, you will always have straight seam lines, and you will always be able to know where to start and stop whenever you're going. So we're just going to make our way back. I'm just going to speed up to real time. So this is the most common stitch that we have in crochet. It's called the double crochet. In Europe it's called the treble. And many Afghans are done with this concept of double crochet, and where you put them into the stitch on the line below really it begins to create all the amazing patterns that you can have access to. So let's review again. We're coming to an edge, and we're going to continue to look for see, it's very clearly obvious. So this rail matches that rail. I'm just calling it a rail, but it's actually called a post. That post matches that post. This doesn't have a post yet, and the end doesn't have a post. So that means I have 2 stitches left. Just pull through, and when you go into an edge, you never go into the hole like this. You always make sure you grab it so that you have 2 lines or 2 strings into the stitch and pulling it through so that it can actually start equaling back out. So there you go.
So what'd you think of that? Pretty simple, isn't it? Double crochet is actually really a simple process. Now that you finished lesson number 5, we're now going to move you to lesson number 6, and we're going to teach you how to triple crochet. Well, we call it triple crochet here in North America. It's also called double treble in the European areas. And in pattern books you might see TR for triple crochet, but you also could see DTR, which is double trebles as well. So let's schedule you for lesson number 6 as we move you along within our program. Until next time, I'm your host, Mikey, on behalf of Crochet Hook Program.